Hello and welcome to Maths with Raz. I'm your host, Mr. Raz, and today we'll be looking at the cosine rule, missing a length. So for this, you will need to know that formula that is in yellow, which is also here. But before we use that, I sort of jumped the gun a little bit there. We need to know the labelling of the triangle. If you're not sure about labelling the triangle, check out the labelling of the triangle video. But essentially, if you have a length C, it is opposite angle C. If you have a length B, it's opposite angle B. And if the length A, it's opposite angle A. Yeah. What's in that blue box in the top left-hand corner explains when we use the cosine rule compared to when we use the sine rule. In the cosine rule, we will have 3 lengths involved in the question and 1 angle involved in the question. So if we're trying to find the length or the angle, is it involved in the question? Well, of course it is. Yeah, hence I'm saying involved. Yes, so we need this yellow formula, and that's what we're using in this video, to find a missing length. To find a missing angle, we would rearrange that, hence there's a separate video for it. So if we look at this yellow formula and how it links to the blue question, we look at the blue triangle. How many lengths are involved in the question? Yes, you're right, 3, because we have 8 and 10 that are given to us. And obviously we have the length we're trying to find, which I've labelled length A here. So 62 is the angle A, because it is opposite length A. So if I sub those values into the formula, it doesn't matter which way around B and C are. That choice is arbitrary. So we get this. You need to be a little bit careful of the use of brackets when you type this in the calculator. But that's essentially, I've neatened it up before I've done anything. So you know that 8 squared, 64 plus 10 squared, 164. 2 times 8 times 10 is 160. So we get this. How do I go from A squared to A? That's right, square root. So you square root that bad boy, type that in, and we get 9.43. Write it down, read it, write it, understand it. That's what one of my uni professors used to say, yeah? With that accent. Read it, write it, understand it. So, do as I've just said, and then give this a go. So you can pause the video, and I shall see you shortly. Welcome back. So here, if angle A is 104, then length A must be X. Exactly. He's on fire today. All right. So sub those numbers in, and we've got that. Yes, so I've done 1, 2, skip a few a little bit there. So I've done, hopefully got it there. Yeah, there you go. So x squared is 15.2 squared plus 12.3 squared, blah, blah, blah. Let me just flex and calculate it because why not? So I'm going to open a bracket, do 15.2 squared plus 12.3 squared, close bracket, because I'm an old man. I don't trust these fancy technologies, so I put the brackets in. You mean? Got to put the brackets in. You might be thinking, but Raz, you don't need to. Why not? I do. So, it'll be pretty pointless what I'm doing now, since what I'm about to show you can't read all of it. But hopefully you can see there, I've shoved brackets in around all of it. Blah, blah, blah. So I've got that in there. Cursor along. And just remember, this is the cosine rule. So what will we be using? Cos. So it's the cos rule, so we use cos. I've been teaching this a lot recently, and well, I've been teaching this recently. It's the mistake people keep making. You keep pressing sine when it's cosine. Don't, it's the cos rule. Yeah? So then that gives us x squared. So that gives us x squared. So we need to square root it. So you can see there I've just typed in root answer. There's a bit of a typo there. I said A instead of X on the screen, but it's not biggie. And we get 21.74. I think I'll need to GIF that one up. I think that is an acceptable mistake-ish. And we've got, so X equals 21.74, yeah? Ignore the fact it says A. Yeah. So, hopefully that makes sense to you. And yeah, you've got two examples there. Look through them, read it, Roy, to understand it, and then give these a go. The answers of which are on my website, razmaths.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.